So what began as a review for a missing medication dose evolved into the identification of a potential system issue in close call or near miss by asking those repeated why questions. So about 2 weeks ago on the CLC, a missed dose of Novolog insulin was noted. It was ordered 3 times a day before each meal on a sliding scale, so it would be dependent upon the resident's finger stick results. The morning dose prior to breakfast was missed on this particular day. The nurse manager and staff were left with the question as to why the dose was missed and if there were any obstacles existing in the system preventing the insulin dose from being administered or documented. It was noted that the blood glucose monitoring, which is the finger stick, was being done at 6 in the morning, and the insulin was scheduled 60 to 90 minutes later based upon that result. So the staff on the CLC, including the physician, nurses, nursing assistants for both night and day shift, investigated the missing insulin dose, analyzing each discipline's role in that process. So with the identification that the insulin dose is administered based upon a finger result from an hour plus prior, the decision was made to implement finger stick monitoring between 7 and 7:30 in the morning. So Novolog takes effect within 15 minutes of being administered, peaks within an hour. So it needs to be more aligned with the resident receiving their breakfast tray. So CLC staff were educated on the administration to peak time of Novolog. Asking the why do we do this type of questioning to staff related to finger stick monitoring being done so far in advance of insulin administration and then the passing of the breakfast trays, identify that the assigned timing was in response to the morning workload. So as a result, for this particular missed medication, the Novolog insulin dose was actually not missed, as the finger stick results did not warrant the sliding scale coverage. So it was 126, perfectly within normal. For documentation purposes, the nurse administering the medication should have documented that the dose was not indicated, thus not administered. Time of blood glucose monitoring was adjusted to 7:15 to 7:30 a.m., which is 15 to 30 minutes before breakfast. This prevents the resident from potential hypoglycemia. The charge nurse runs a missed med BCMA report and includes on-shift handoff to prevent missed doses of any medication, and insulin is included. Discussions with the staff in reviewing the perceived workload versus a resident-focused alignment of tasks, assessments, etc. took place and continues to be reinforced. As the last 2 to 3 hours of the night shift is typically the busiest, looking at delineating tasks differently, for example, sharing the finger stick assignments to licensed staff if necessary, continues to take place. And this provides a greater sense of teamwork and reframes why we do the things that we do. The alignment to HRO is causing zero harm to patient and our preoccupation with failure.
Thank you, Dory. You know, I really like the comment about the asking of why. And that to me is really what needs to be done. You know, I think that many times, either if you think about it, either growing up as a child or as an adult, and if you constantly ask why, there are people who get disturbed with that. I think in healthcare, we need to ask those questions why in a respectful way, and you really hit the nail on the head with the hammer and saying, we ask why because there may be another way that improves outcomes. So really great story. Thank you, Dory.
Thank you.